Yo, what's good, real cool people? It's your boy David coming at you with the spoiler-filled review of Suicide Squad. So I already gave the spoiler-free review. That was a few days ago, but hopefully by now everybody's seen it. The box office pretty much sounds like it has. But what we're doing now is we're gonna dig a little deeper. And we're going to talk some things that happened in the movie film that a lot of people who hadn't seen it might not want to hear. So, this is the warning. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Alright, people, let's get to it. Okay. I'm going to start off by saying something that I didn't think I'd say about this movie. This is some of the coolest Batmaning ever in a film. I mean, aside from like a lot of the cool stuff that was happening in Tim Burton's original Michael Keaton Batman movie, the Batmaniness, he's in it so briefly in the film, but when he shows up, he is Batman in full force. So much so that even when he's bringing bad guys in, he's got handcuffs. Dude, Batcuffs. Batcuffs. That's how Batman's supposed to be. He's not supposed to brand you, cut into you, and stabby, shooty bat. No. Yeah, when he came down with the bat wings spread behind Deadshot in his little villain opening intro montagey thing. Oh, nerdgasm. Man, I loved every ounce of Batman in this movie. Moving on to Mr. Captain Boomerang. More Justice League awesome sauce. Liked the cameo by the Flash. That was dope. Was not expecting it at all. And the thing is, a lot of these villains came from Gotham, so it was cool to kind of reinforce the universe, reminding y'all that, hey, there are other cities in this universe, and guess what? We're making a Justice League movie. Wink, wink. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really cool to see him in there. Didn't feel forced. It was very appropriate. Captain Boomerang himself, he was fun. Kinda useless. He might as well just been some guy who was really good with knives. Like, I didn't quite understand why he was necessary for this mission, but he was fun. The fact that he was there, he was fun while he was there. Cracking beers, always wanting to, like, you know, go to a pub or something. I don't know. That's probably the wrong thing to say. The accent, he's Australian. I don't know these things, but I liked him, okay? Jai Courtney, I actually liked you in a movie. Woo! Who'da thunk? Slipknot. That's about as long as he's in the movie, folks. He's in there for like 2 seconds. But I mean, someone's got to be the example. Somebody's got to showcase Amanda Waller's badassery, and that, you know, when she says this is gonna happen to you, this is gonna happen to you. We're gonna blow your head off. So he tried to pull a Spider-Man out this piece, and boom went the dynamite. Katana looked great. I really dug Katana's look. But I wanted more from the sword. Like, there was nothing really compelling about her character. She was there, again, looked great, clearly has a history with Rick Flag. She's like, hey, chill, she's the homie. But, you know, I wanted more, you know, with her power set. If there's any additional powers that come along with, you know, this soul-eating sword. There was a pretty cool touching moment when, you know, apparently that sword was used to kill her husband, so her husband's soul is in the sword, and so she actually talks to the sword, trying to communicate with his soul. That was pretty dope, but it was like I kid you not. Blink. Scene was over. So it could have used a little more from that, but I get it. It's an ensemble cast. You can't do too much, or else it'll get overloaded and it'll feel like Spider-Man 3. Sorry, Sam Raimi. But I love Spider-Man 2, though. Best one to me so far. Killer Croc. I know people like Killer Croc. Killer Croc, like, I said this in the spoiler-free review. Killer Croc is a brother. Like, hands down. He's, he's fighting the power. Hashtag Croc Lives Matter. Yeah, man, he's totally a black dude. Wanting BET and all that in his cell, man. But again, kind of like Useless Muscle. He looked fantastic. But he was the dude at Not Another Teen Movie. The token black guy in the background saying, damn, shit, and that is whack. Like, that was him, except it was a little more like, but yeah, could have used more out of him. Maybe we're gonna get more out of him in the Batman solo features. Who knows? But it was a decent enough intro. Diablo. I didn't know much about Diablo. But it was cool that they gave him a backstory, because it actually helps give you an understanding and motivation as to why he didn't want to use his abilities. He wanted to put away his criminal ways and then gets forced into it. Again, there was a lot of depth behind his character. Could have used a little more from that too. But again, when you have so many characters in one movie, it's kind of like, how can you do it all? How can you fit it all and, get that much story out of so many people in one film all at once? But I liked him. I didn't really like the big wow at the end, though. It was another one of those things where it felt too convenient. It's like, oh my gosh, the only thing that can battle this big mythical monster is another mythical monster. Guess what? I happen to be a mythical monster. Convenient! Yeah, no, I wasn't feeling that. But, hey, it is what it is. It's what we got. Diablo. Rick Flag. He was there. I mean, he felt like the typical, soldier who's mindless and follows orders. Not saying that that's what soldiers are. I'm just talking about in regards to this movie and a lot of movies when you just have that, I'm just following orders. They threw in the little romantic aspect between him and June Moon / Enchantress as some of his motivation. But it wasn't enough. Honestly, I think it was more so just the actor. He was very stale. Very, I gotta do this mission or else I'ma blow your head off. Slipknot, get down. Beep. I blew his head off. Do what I say or I'ma blow your head. Yeah, that's how I felt about Rick Flag. June Moon / Enchantress. I liked Enchantress. Let me start by saying that the first act with Enchantress, I liked a lot. I love the transition when she the hand comes from underneath June Moon, flips over, the camera pans up, and bam, there's June Moon no longer. It is now the Enchantress. That was dope. That was some good camera work, filmmaking, all that jazz. I really, really like that. But once she turned to the dark side, and her brother came into play, I lost it. And then she was doing these, like techno dance move thingies to build her big weapon thingy that's a big blue light that shoots up into the sky. Never seen that before. And she was cool in the beginning, but kind of lost me. Harley Quinzel. Okay, I had my doubts about Margot Robbie, but you done pretty good, kid. You done pretty good. I thought she was alright, you know? Still not quite the Harley that I remember, but they gave nods to the cartoon with the old costume and all that jazz. She kind of tried to do the little accent, Mr. J. She did what I'm sure she was directed to do, you know? And that's, you know, a credit to her. She's good at her job and being an actress, and I think she pulled it off pretty well. It's not going to be spot on to what we grew up with the animated series, but, you know, for the first venture, pretty good. And she got a cute little white girl booty. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Joker. Jared Leto's Joker. I liked it in as much as I liked Tom Holland's Spidey. I liked it for like the 20 minutes he was there. I need more to know whether it's going to be a sustainable Joker character. But for when he was there, they found me. I got warrants. Yeah, for when he was there, I liked it. He felt like, you know, he's coming from a jail system. And I liked the relationship. I liked that it was kind of romantic between him and Harley. Like in the cartoon, I mean, he was pimping Harley out. Like, for real. Smacking her, throwing her across stuff, using her as cannon fodder. Like, yo, for real. Pimping is the word to use. But in this, he really did love her. And that was kind of sweet. Kind of got a little bit of the feels for Mr. J. So, you know, more to come, I'm sure, with him and that character, and I'm looking forward to it. Deadshot, Will Smith. Woo! That was my terrible Will Smith impression. Don't judge me. He was good. I thought he was gonna be too Will Smithy, if that's a thing. Will Smithy. But he wasn't. He delivered a pretty good Deadshot. The moments with him and his daughter, like I felt the most motivation from him. And also, he gave us one of the best action sequences, if I dare to say the best action sequence in the entire movie. When he gets on top of the car and starts gunning all the little zombie things down. That scene was dope, and I understood why someone with his skill set would be necessary for this mission. Ultimately, it really didn't matter. I mean, I guess literally the last bullet used in the film, it became necessary, someone with that kind of pinpoint accuracy. But, you know, again, I mean, at the end of the day, the baddest mother lover in this movie is Amanda Waller. Yo, I grew up with black women, you know, and they don't scare me. But this chick, she's scary. She's a scary woman. She killed innocent folk. People who were just like collateral damage to her. Like, everybody's expendable in Waller's eyes if it's not completing her mission. Damn. Bruh. Overall, as I said before, I'm gonna say it one more again, from the spoiler-free review, it's a step in the right direction, DC. Didn't hate this movie. The only you know, critiques I have on it are regular things that you would hear from almost any movie to come out. It had nothing to do with, you know, destroying characters that have become iconic. You know, it did nothing to do with, you know, completely ripping to shreds something that's been treasured for decades. It's just, hey, it's a movie, and some movies are great, some movies are alright. This movie was alright. I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman. Hopefully that's gonna definitely like make DC a contender in this superhero battle versus the MCU. So we shall see. So David Ayer, hey, this was a pretty good step in the right direction. That's all I got to say about that. Please stay tuned for more real cool TV content. But as always, it's your boy David. Keep it real. Oh yeah, let's not forget the little sting at the end of the credits. Why is Bruce like just giving up his goodies, man? See, now that's the kind of stuff. See, that's not even David Ayer's fault. That's some Zack Snyder stuff. That's the kind of stuff I was complaining about with like destroying stuff that's been established for a minute. Batman is not the dude. I don't even like that he's the guy putting together the Justice League. Batman's that dude that says, "Don't call me, I'll call you." But he's now just saying, "Hey, guess what? I'm putting a team together, and you know who I am. Whatevs." Like, what? That ain't no Batman. Ain't no Batman, man. Okay. That's my rant. Bye.